Is there anything in your personality that made you an easy target for the narcissist? If yes, what is it? Do you have traits that the narcissist weaponized to hook you? Do you have strengths or weaknesses for that matter that they used against you? Let's explore and get answers to these questions in today's episode. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. In this episode, I will talk about 5 personality traits that make you more prone to narcissistic abuse than others. Stay until the end because the 5th one will be the most interesting one, and subscribe if you like the content shared in this episode. Before we get started, let me know in the comments how many of these traits you see in yourself and what they are. Number 1, excessive agreeableness. A person with a high level of agreeableness is usually warm, friendly, and easy to get along with. They generally have an optimistic view of human nature and believe in the greater good. However, when this agreeableness becomes unboundaried and you take things at face value, believe what people show or tell you without filtering any of it, you become an easy target for narcissists and manipulators. To make it easy for the narcissist to gain supply, they want you to say yes every time you want to say no. Put other people's needs before your own and justify their abusive behavior out of your considerate and kind nature. They want you to be a yes man who does whatever they want you to do without resistance, and excessive agreeableness makes all of that possible. Out of their predatory nature, they weaponize this trait to exploit and take advantage of your good nature. They see your kindness as your weakness that they can use against you. That said, this does not mean you should become rigid, difficult to get along with, or cold and careless just like them. It just means that you can be agreeable and believe in people but also have strong boundaries. You can be helpful to others but be aware enough not to think twice before stopping all the help if you sense that your helping nature is being abused. Number 2, empathetic without boundaries. If you're empathetic, you tend to connect deeply with others and feel their pain. You can know what someone's experience is like by tapping into their emotional center. You know how to connect deeply, uplift, and help people feel seen and hopeful. You have this amazing gift that makes you the best of what humanity has to offer, but it can become a curse when you do not have self-defined limitations and boundaries, and when you have empathy for everyone else but not for yourself. Why? Because narcissists love empathetic people who do not value themselves, do not care what happens to them when taking care of people, and are ready to lay down their life for others. Empaths without boundaries get enmeshed far more easily than those with boundaries. Narcissists use this healthy trait to their advantage by pretending to be a victim. They play the damsel in distress card to trigger your savior complex so that you save them from the pain they want you to think they are in. Being an energy and an empathy vampire, they drain all your vitality and cause compassion fatigue. After a prolonged stay with a narcissist, you feel you have nothing more to give because they have taken everything. Number 3, high neuroticism. Neuroticism is a personality trait characterized by emotional instability, irritability, anxiety, self-doubt, depression, and other negative feelings. Like other personality traits, neuroticism exists on a continuum, which means that people can be high, low, and somewhere in the middle in terms of this trait. Some neuroticism is healthy to be self-aware, but when it is high, you tend to be more self-critical and have more negative beliefs like I'm not enough or there is something deeply wrong with me about yourself that lead to ineffective social functioning. And guess what? Narcissists control you using your heightened emotions, the way you see yourself and the world. For example, if you're highly self-critical, it would be easy for them to trigger self-doubt and push your buttons to make you put in more effort. They can use your neuroticism to make you believe you are crazy or have a serious mental health condition for being this way. They can make you tiptoe using your anxiety and high stress response against you. At the same time, it is important to point out that having high neuroticism is not a weakness that anyone should take advantage of. It is a personality trait that you developed as a trauma response in your childhood to survive. Number 4, Martyr Helping. Helping and being there for people is one trait that distinguishes you as a wonderful human being. It gives meaning to your life and makes it richer and bigger to experience. However, it becomes self-sabotage when done at the cost of your well-being and stability. You become a martyr helper when you jump into someone else's fire without caring about getting burnt, or when you help everyone except yourself. I have been there, and I'm sure you have too. We try to rescue others in the hopes of being rescued by them. But that rarely happens, especially when you are with a narcissist. Narcissists, being narcissists, exploit helpers without boundaries. They keep taking out of their entitlement but never give back. Your willingness to help is seen as a license to be abused, but it is not. Therefore, it's vital only to help those who genuinely need it and have boundaries when serving people. Number 5th and the last one. Never give up attitude. This is the most interesting one. While it is a critical skill of adaptation that keeps us persevering and pushing through, it can become a life sentence in a narcissistic relationship. When you keep trying and trying in such a relationship, believing that giving up isn't for you, you set yourself up for the worst form of pain you have ever experienced, because nothing is ever enough for a narcissist. No matter how long you try or how much you give, they will never be satisfied or know the true value of your efforts. So this never giving up attitude becomes your kryptonite, and you become obsessed about bettering something that can never be bettered. Sometimes failure is the only option. Sometimes you have to fail. Not everything's worth of fighting for. Sometimes giving up is the real winning. You have to realize these things deeply and embody them to set yourself free. That was it for today's episode. I hope you found it insightful, and if you did, let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe and share this video. I will talk with you in the next one. Till then, let the healing begin.